Hi. Today I am coming to you with a shop update. Finally, it has been months since I've posted one. I think the last one I posted was sometime in September, October, November, but it's been a while. I have been sewing, knitting, resining, dyeing, printing a lot these past few weeks, getting ready for this update. We have just a little bit of the items from the shop update right here. If you're new to this channel, I mainly do videos on journaling, but I am also a small business owner. I mainly do clothing and stationery items. Of course, I always have stuff in the shop. I always have my stickers and my washi tapes. Those are just items that I have a lot of. Usually my shop updates are for individual one-of-one pieces, which is these. The knits, the collage, the sewn things. I brought back my resin heart rings, which I haven't had in, I think, over 2 years. I also made some new bunny keychains, which is basically just a restock. I always make a new batch whenever there's a shop update. And yeah, join me as I do small business things. This video should be posted Monday the 10th. The shop update was on Friday the 7th. I didn't want to post this video until after a couple days after the shop update so I could actually show you how I'm packing stuff up and how I prepare them for it. But feel free to check out my website, see if there's any one-of-one pieces left. If you're interested, grab a drink, grab your crafting, and let's get on with the video.
So first I want to show you guys some of the one-of-one pieces that I made for this update. I had a lot of knit pieces for this update, which is very rare. If you follow me, you know I only post about 1 to 2 knit pieces per year, but I pulled some pieces from the archive and I had 4 vests in total and 1 blue turtleneck. This is one of my favorite pieces, but sadly it already sold. Whoever wears it will be very nice and warm. I also made 2 collage button-ups, a thermal, and a collage sweater. So overall, a very collage and sewing centered drop.
So these are some of the jello rings that I made. They're online now. This one just sold and it's bittersweet because it was my favorite of the batch. I'm really gonna miss her. She's so cute. They look like little pieces of candy. Like they could be Haribo gummies. I also have some keychains that I finished up. Basically anything that's reworked from my shop is made with secondhand, like thrifted material that I've had for ages. That's just been like in my fabric pile. So yeah, all of these are also stuffed with scrap fabric. And they come with this little star carabiner.
One of the last steps for making the bunny keychains is drawing on the faces and adding my logo on the back with puff paint. Then, once that dries, they are ready to go to their new homes. Here I am the morning of my shop update, laying out all my items on the carpet and organizing them to have a better glance. This is also when I go into the final detailing, using my lint roller and small scissors to get rid of any stray threads and make sure the pieces are as perfect as possible before they're shipped off. Especially with the knit pieces, since they get pretty staticky, small bits of thread can sometimes get stuck to them, and since I usually work on them by my sewing machine, that is very common, so I do always keep the lint roller by my desk. It is essential.
So here's my very professional setup of the different sections that I have in the shop right now. I have my knit vests, I have my one-of-one pieces, I have my collage sweater, I have my keychains, my jello rings. Over here I have 3 cassettes that I have left in stock, and my jello ties. So that when I have an order from my desk, I can come over here and grab the items. And then right next to my desk, I have all of my washi tapes separated into different containers based on the design. And then literally as I'm packing, I can just reach over and grab the washis. If anyone's curious, I have my trusty roller printer that I use for all my shipping labels. Don't want to deal with any sort of wireless thing, especially when it comes to printing and I need it done reliably. So I stick to my wired items. I just use 4x6 labels and that's what I use for printing.
I dropped off some items at the Pop Hop in Eagle Rock. If you're in LA and you like books and zines and other goodies, definitely check them out. Then I packed an exclusively cassette-based package for Sonic Boom in Toronto. They've stocked my cassettes for the past 2 years and they're super sweet. I also wanted to walk you guys through the process of making my cassettes. I make all of my cassettes in-house. I order the blanks online and then record each one with my music on my cassette deck, which you can see under my computer right here. I print out all of my labels and I glue them onto each side. I love designing my A and B side labels and my J cards. As you can see right here, I just use regular glue to stick them onto the cassettes, and that is the A and B sides. Then I cut out and fold up my J cards and place them in the clear case, and at the end, I place a little extra sticker inside the cassette case that matches my cover art. This is just a fun little extra for anyone who actually buys the cassette. And also, the background music you hear in my videos, and right now, is actually made by me as well. I love making instrumental music, I think way more than anything with vocals. There we have my little restock pile of cassettes, some going to Hop Shop, some going to Sonic Boom, and some going to the actual shop update.
So I'll be sending off these 3 jelly rings, 3 pairs of socks, and 3 ties to Courage My Love in Toronto. So if you live in Toronto, go to Courage My Love, and if you're in Toronto and you want a cassette, go to Sonic Boom. But yeah, I'm gonna pack a little package for Courage My Love with some merch.
I sold out of socks at the last shop update, so I had to make some new ones to send to Courage. I've worked with the owner Cece in the past, and I was a fan for years before even selling with them because they have so many beautiful items from artists directly in Mexico, and they also have an amazing vintage clothing selection. I make these the same way I make my jello ties, which is with a heat press. Right now I'm using a Cricut heat press, and so far it has been great. I also make my own packaging for the jello socks. I fold up each pair and then I sew the label onto each of them. I love doing this. It's just a little extra touch of hand sewing, and to me, I think that makes it more personal. And when you receive them, it's more of a gift because you can actually take the packaging off. And this is how they come out with their little labels. I love them so much. For one of my one-of-one pieces, I used a vintage wool turtleneck from my closet. I added my masatoro design in the front. It's a little masa bun and a computer saying, "I love my computer," which I think ended up so cute. I really wanted to keep this piece, but lately I've been trying to downsize my closet before I leave, so this shop update was a perfect opportunity for that. Then for my vests and collage pieces, I went to my sewing machine. I love adding patches and like patchwork stuff to my designs, along with lace and other little frilly details. Also, I actually started sewing up my vests instead of doing my usual ladder stitch. Especially in this drop, I found that to be a much more secure way of joining the pieces together, so I think I'm gonna do that from now on actually. I have had my Singer sewing machine for I think the past 4 to 5 years. Before that, at my old place, I would use my mom's sewing machine, but this one has ran like butter for the past couple years that I've had it, and I absolutely love her. I was running low on my Sugar Pixel t-shirts, which are a staple piece that I always like to keep in stock on my website. The pink and blue ones are hand dyed by me. I also have a blank undyed version, which is also on my website. First, each shirt is dyed pink, and then I go in with a little blue concentrated dye and splatter each one of them. Each one is unique, and here you can see them all drying in my room before they give them a final wash. When the time finally comes to pack everything up, I order my labels online on Shippo. I've been using them for the past 4 years, and printing my labels is just way easier than doing like each individual one on USPS. I get my scale out to weigh oversized items just in case I need to adjust my base package weight. Also, you can see my little conversion chart on the side of it. I don't know why working in pounds instead of grams just makes more sense to me. Same with inches versus centimeters. I don't know how to work with centimeters. I'm so sorry. Everything I do will be in inches. But basically, the rest of the process takes place sitting at my desk, occasionally walking over to grab the pieces I need for the order, and packing the rest of it up at my desk.
Okay, so right now we're packing an order for Kim. They got one of the Jello rings, a baby lion sticker, and a masa bun sticker. And they also got the 2023 calendar friends and the 2024 calendar friends, which are these two. I like to add some extra stickers along with the thank you note. And then I like to wrap anything delicate in bubble wrap. And the bubble wrap that I have is always secondhand that I get from other orders of delicate things. And of course, I use my own washi tape in my packaging. So at the very bottom we have the ring, we have the 2 washi tapes, and the stickers and the thank you note. And just in case, we're gonna add a fragile sticker.
I keep all of my packing supplies within arm's reach just to make the process easier. I have my thank you notes, extra stickers, mailers, anything I might need in the organizers under my desk. And again, of course, a lint roller just to make sure I don't drop an eyelash on a sweater before I send it out. You can also see here I'm going in with my little scissors just to trim away any unwanted extra threads that might be on the sweater. But yeah, after years of trial and error, I have found the way that works best for me when it comes to working from home and having my little one-person office run semi-smoothly.
Thank you to everyone who ordered something on the first day. The shop will be open until March 15th, and then it'll be closed for 4 months. So if you want something, be sure to get it before I leave to Germany.
When I have shop updates, I usually pack up and drop off my orders in batches just to make the walk to the post office a little bit easier.
I hope you enjoyed seeing a little bit of the process behind making some of these products. It's interesting to share more of the business side of things that I do apart from just journaling. I'm hoping to put out another video before the March setup, so I will see you very soon for that. Ah, y ya empecé a aprender alemán. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 0. Órale, trilingual. English, Spanish, and German. Watch out, ladies and gentlemen. Otra vez quiero saludar a los que hablan español. Me encanta leer sus comentarios de que, ay, se me reseteó el cerebro. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Los amo. Muchísimas gracias por ver este video. Feel free to subscribe. I'm trying to post 2 to 3 times a month. But yes, thank you for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Gracias por ver este video y te veo en el próximo. Bye.